Okay, good afternoon. So today we have shifted the time to Saturday. So from today onwards, it will be 2-hour sessions, right? So today we are going to talk about the government and fiscal policy. So first, let's start off the lesson. Okay, bottle passage. Okay, so today we'll be, first of all, let's do the lesson and finish off, and then we'll discuss about the midterm assignment. Okay. I hope everyone submitted the first assignment, right? The ones who had an issue with LMS, are you all here? There were 2 students who spoke to me that they didn't have LMS access. Was it sorted? Yes. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about this lesson. It's government and fiscal policy, right? So we were talking about, we are in the macroeconomic section, and we discussed about, what did we discuss last week? National income. Okay, under that, what did we discuss? We talked about GDP, economic growth, economic development, and the national income accounting. Did we do last week or the previous week? Last week. Okay. So when it comes to macroeconomy, I told you that one of the major role is played by the government, right? So in a 3-sector economy, who are the sectors who are involved in a 3-sector economy? That means a closed economy. Individuals are there, there's a firm and the government, right? So today we are going to talk about the role the government plays in a macroeconomic situation, right? Especially in a 3-sector economy. Okay. So these are the learning outcomes for today. So for this lesson, you will learn what are the sources of government revenue, discuss different classifications of government expenditure, discuss consequences of different budgets, and interpret the government spending multiplier and tax multiplier. Let me see whether we have shared the screen. I think no. Okay. These are the learning outcomes. Okay, so now first of all, let's look at what are the roles or what are the functions of the government, right? So government basically play 4 main functions or 4 main roles, which are written in green color. One is allocative function, regulative function, stabilizing role, and redistribution role, right? So first of all, one of the major role which is performed by the government is allocative function. So can you guess what does that mean? Yes, allocation of resources among individuals as well as firms in a fair and equitable manner. So they are responsible in a country for the resources in the country. A country's resources are allocated among all individuals in a fair manner. You can't say equal manner because resources cannot be equally allocated, but we use the term equitable. Equitable means those who deserve more resources should receive more resources compared to the ones who deserve less resources. So somehow it has to be distributed or rather allocated in an equitable and a fair manner, right? Then regulative function, what does that mean? Yeah, government has a responsibility to set the rules and regulations in a country, to regulate the country, to regulate economic activities, social activities, everything. So they have to make sure it's regulated, right? So that is why government through the parliament, they pass acts, rules and regulations, and through judiciary also they pass rules and regulations to a country, right? Then stabilizing it. What do you mean by that? Sorry? Political stability, economic stability, social stability, they are responsible to make sure a country is stable. The environment in the country is stable. So when it comes to environment, it can be political, economical, social, legal, technological, ecological, right? So pestle environment, they are responsible to make sure it's stabilized. If government doesn't do that, who else would do that? I mean, firms or individuals cannot stabilize an environment of the country. The government is the one who will stabilize the environment of the country. Then redistribution role. They are also responsible to make sure redistribution or distribution of income and wealth among parties in an economy, right? So they have to make sure the income and like monetary flow, or rather we call it, wealth, monetary flow is being redistributed. It has to circulate in a country among multiple parties. So they are responsible for that as well, right? So those are the main functions of a government. Other than that, they also have these responsibilities, right? Developing economic and social infrastructure facilities, right? Make sure that you continuously improve the infrastructure within the country. So infrastructure doesn't mean only buildings, roads and ports and things like that. Here they mention economic and social infrastructure. So it can be tangible as well as intangible infrastructure. They have to make sure they develop those aspects, right? Then human resource development in a country. Government should promote economic growth. Then should ensure sustainable and balanced social economic development. We discussed about sustainable development last week. So government is responsible for that. And they're also responsible to promote fair competition among business organizations in industries and make sure there's fair competition and market opportunities. So they should intervene whenever there's a monopoly situation being created. They should not allow any monopolies in any industry. Perfect or rather near perfect competition or like healthy competition should be created in the business